Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I'm Brian Moritz. Today I get to walk you around a used 2020 Renegade Valencia 38RW. So another great used inventory, piece of used inventory here today, kind of keeping this trend going. So before we walk around the outside, I just want to talk about a couple things that Renegade does. One, we've got the Girard awning up above. We do have an LED light strip underneath it. This is going to be a full body paint unit, so there's not going to be any decal stickers that are going to crack and fade over time. Keeps it a lot nicer throughout the years. And then on the roof of this particular unit, we do have two 15,000 BTU air conditionings. They're going to be the Coleman Mach models, as well as a Winegard RTT20B, which is an in-motion satellite, which is capable of either DirecTV or Dish Network, just depending on what your preference is. So in this first storage compartment, all it is storage. Notice we do have carpet lining in here so that things aren't going to slide around and rattle. Up top, we do have the Magnum 2000 watt inverter, which is going to convert the 12 volt power to 110 volt. Air hose. This can be connected on the other side if you need to fill up your tires prior to departing from where you're at. Back behind that bay, another really big storage compartment. We have two 110 volt outlets in this compartment on this back corner, and a hole here so you can run a cord through it. So if you needed power on the exterior, Renegade made it available for you. Up above that, 32-inch HD TV on the exterior, as well as the Jensen sound system. Jensen head unit, two Jensen speakers, just to give you a little bit better sound quality than what you get with the TV speakers alone. Back one more bay, another big storage compartment. In there right now, we do have our slide locks that RVIA requires Renegade to put in. Notice all Renegade doors are insulated. They've got dual swing hinges and dual slam points, which gives them just a really nice, clean, crisp closing. You don't have to slam them or anything. Back one more. Another big storage. Very important in this bay, we've got the LP Quick Connect. So if you're the type of person who wants to carry an additional gas grill, we can plug it in right here and it'll pull directly off of the 20-gallon propane tank on the other side. And then one more really big storage in the very rear of this coach. So your entire patio or passenger side is storage all the way along that side. There's nothing in there that hinders your storage space. Coming around the back, this used 2020, we've got the full fiberglass rear cap, LED taillights, marker lights, reverse lights. Up top, we do have an HD full color backup camera. And then coming down to the bottom, 2-inch receiver with a 12,000 pound towing capacity. Over on the left side, we've got the connection. It's a 7-pin for your trailer brakes and trailer lights, or if you're gonna be towing a vehicle, we'll use it for those lights and brakes. In the very back on the driver's side, we've got our 50 amp power cord. Notice it is on a reel with a 36-foot cord. It is a manual extend, and then when you're ready, push the button to retract it. Now in this compartment, we do have a hole so that we can slide the power cord down through it and then pull it out that way. So we can still shut and lock this door if we have additional things stored in here. Notice we also have two 110 volt outlets in this compartment, so you have power here as well. Forward of that, the Onan 8,000 watt quiet diesel generator. This is gonna pull directly off of the 100 gallons of diesel fuel. The diesel fuel fill is right here on the Renegade, so it is behind a locking fuel door. Now this is a used coach, just so you guys are aware. It has 44 hours on the generator, which I would say is pretty standard for a used 2020. Next compartment is going to be our water bay. So a couple things going on in here. Right now we have this water filter off because we winterize these units here in Colorado, but we do have a whole house water filter that just connects right up in top here. Power hose reel, just like our power cord reel. Oop. So it tucks up behind there. Again, Manual extend, power retract. So push the button, it'll suck it back in. Little bit of hose storage. The valves for our gray and black tank dumps. Black tank rinse, and then the tank fill valve. It's a small compartment, but it's very well labeled and ergonomic. Moving forward, these are going to be the compartments for our gray and black holding tanks. So we do have a little bit of an insulation blanket on there. Now also on those tanks, you do have 12-volt tank heaters, so you can be out winter camping a little bit longer. In this back one is going to be the dump for our gray and black tanks. So we're going to run the hose up through this hole in the floor. And then the connections right here to dump those gray and black holding tanks. If you're interested, I did just put a macerator on a Renegade that had this exact same setup. So that is absolutely an option that we can do. Forward of the holding tanks, we've got the 20-gallon propane tank. Now this is going to be used to run our cooktop, our furnace, as well as our 10-gallon gas electric hot water heater. And then in the very front compartment, we've got our batteries. So over on this left side, we've got the two 12-volt chassis batteries. Those are going to just start our engine and our generator for us. And then back behind that, we've got a 12-volt Group 27 AGM battery, which is going to power all of our lights, TVs, inverter, all of the house side of the stuff, or of the coach. Up in the front here, we do have the fill for our DEF, our diesel exhaust fluid. That is going to be a 10-gallon tank on this unit. Now this Renegade Valencia 38 RW is built on the Freightliner S2 RV chassis. It is going to be powered by a Cummins ISB 6.7 liter. And on the back side of that ISB is going to be an Allison 3000 MH transmission. This engine is going to give you 350 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque. Now what people really love about the Super Cs is A, accessibility for maintenance. So just for example, if I want to check my oil, I can pull the dipstick out right there. The other big thing is safety. In a Super C, we actually have some frame rail and some structure up in front. So if we were in a front end collision, there's something between us and whatever we're hitting, unlike most Class A's. So just while we're up front here, the stock number for this unit is 5U211902. Again, it's a 2020 Renegade Valencia 38 RW. As of right now, 111 at January 11th at, I don't know, probably 11 o'clock. This unit is available for sale. We just took it in on trade. So now we can go on in. So as we walk into this Renegade Valencia, I do have it completely closed up right now, so you can see your space while you're in travel mode. So if I wanted to get back to the bathroom, a little bit of a pinch point right there. I'd say you have about 9 inches to get between there. No big deal. And then you're in the bathroom. The bed you have full use of. It doesn't tuck underneath any cabinets or anything. So this is, you still have full use of your 72 by 74 bed. And then moving back towards the front, getting to the kitchen, you can easily open the refrigerator as well as get to the oven. So you can actually use this unit completely without having to open the slides up at all. So, but we will now, just so you can see it. So while we wait on these slides, we could talk about this Firefly system just a little bit. So right here in the middle, we've got a small touchscreen. This is going to be all of our coach controls. So we can do things like start and stop the generator, turn our lights on and off, slides in and out, awning, extend and retract. Anything that we need to do on this motorhome, we could do right here in this centralized location. You're going to hear a little bit of a bang once this thing stops, completely normal. And then we'll move on to our bedroom slide. So this is just a 2-slide unit on the 38 RW. All right, so now we're completely opened up. So we're going to start in the back today in the bedroom. Now the RW in the model code of this stands for rear wardrobe. This is actually one of my favorite floor plans of the Valencia. Instead of getting a bath and a half, you get a single bath and then a huge closet in the back here with a full-length mirror. Big hanging storage. Now, if you're a little bit handy, you could easily build a couple shelves to put on the floor, you know, for extra shoe storage, things like that. But you have a dual door wardrobe. And then up top, really big storage. Those are really deep, so some of you shorter people will probably have to have a footstool or just a stool. But it's nice to have nice deep storage in your bedroom. Next to that, we've got the Stack Splendid washer and dryer. Washer on the bottom, dryer on the top. And then with the RW floor plan, you do get this little stool in the bedroom. Makes things easier, like you're putting on your shoes, that kind of stuff. It's nice to have a place to sit down while you do so. Now, in this bedroom, we do have a 72-inch wide by 74-inch long king bed with storage up above. Just additional cabinet space. Now on both sides of the bed, we also have one 110 volt outlet as well as 2 USBs, just so you can charge your phone, and then you get the little nightstands to place your phone while you're sleeping. Underneath this bed, we've got the 2 75-gallon freshwater holding tanks, so you have 150 gallons total. What I really like about this design is that they are placed directly over the rear axle. So your weight distribution is really good. They're inside insulated. All your plumbing in here is insulated, so you don't have to worry about things freezing up if you're out winter camping. I also like that they gave you 2 75-gallon tanks, so that if one breaks or something, you only replace one rather than having to replace one big one. Now, with this design, these water tanks are not actually on this slide mechanism. We get this question a couple times a day, but instead this bed just slides over the top of the tanks. The tanks never move. On the opposite side of the bedroom, we've got the 32-inch TV in the overhead. One more nice big cabinet. Solid surface countertop down here, phone, wallet, keys. Before you go to bed, there are outlets on the side of this cabinet if you wanted to leave your phone or tablet or something over here to charge. Right here is going to be our AV compartment. So inside of there right now, there is cords, HDMI cords, all pre-wired to this TV. So you don't have to worry about trying to fish wires through here. But that's where we're going to put our receiver if we were going to use the satellite dish that's on the roof. One more small cabinet. And then a bank of 3 nice big drawers going down. Notice they are all soft closing, so you don't have to worry about slamming them and breaking them. Which is going to bring us into the bathroom area. So on the RW, we do get a split bath. In the vanity, really big medicine cabinet. 2 more shelves on the left side. Down below, solid surface countertop. And then more cabinetry for additional storage. 3 more drawers. And then on the opposite side of that, we have our shower as well as our toilet. Little towel rack, so you have easy access to it when you're getting out of the shower. Really big shower, which is going to bring us up to the front. So let's switch spots for now. We'll keep working forward. So right here at the entry to the kitchen, we've got a big pantry. Notice it does pull out. These shelves can also be adjusted up and down as needed. Down below, a really big drawer as additional pantry. Residential refrigerator. It's gonna be an 18 cubic foot. And then up above, a huge storage compartment. Now, it's important to note that up here on this left side, we've got the shutoff for the ice maker that's built in the refrigerator. So if you're the kind of person who's gonna winterize it yourself, you can actually just cut off the water to the ice maker. Or if you're not gonna use the ice maker, you can just shut it off and pull the ice maker out. Moving forward, we've got the Dometic 3-burner gas cooktop. Renegade does an awesome job by giving you a place to keep your cooktop covers. Up above that, high point convection microwave. More cabinetry for additional kitchen storage. And then one more access to it. Kind of cool, you can access the things on the back from over here rather than having to pull things out of that cabinet. Down below, single bowl undermount sink, definitely the farmhouse style, with a residential faucet with a sprayer. And then down below, now in here right now, we've got a couple of the tools for your convection microwave. You got your microwave tray, the baking racks, but most importantly, under this cabinet, we actually have our 12-gallon gas electric hot water heater, 10-gallon gas electric hot water heater, I'm sorry. But we have our bypass valves here, so if we want to winterize this unit, we don't have to remove any panels or anything. We literally can crawl underneath here, turn those 2 valves, and we've bypassed our hot water heater. I like that Renegade made that easy to access for those of you who winterize by yourself and know what it's like to remove false panels and stuff to get to your hot water heater. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating. More kitchen storage, really big deep drawers. And then last but not least, under the cooktop, these are all the circuit breakers and fuses for this unit. Easy to access, you don't have to go searching for them outside. Nice, clean, concise. They do label all of them very well, so you don't ever have to look too hard to find the circuit breaker that you're looking for. Now, with this used unit in this bag, we've got all of the manuals from Renegade. So the previous owner was nice enough to leave those in here for you, so when you come pick up this unit, you don't have to try and get new manuals on your own. So this unit is equipped with the booth dinette. Nice and big, plenty of space for 4 people here. The booth dinette does drop down and make a bed as well. So there's just a latch underneath. And then there's 3 cushions that fill in the gap. So those of you who are traveling with kids or grandkids, that is plenty of space for a smaller kid. Moving forward, good storage up across the top. And then this unit is equipped with the theater seating. Nice comfortable seats. There we go. So they look small, but they're actually big enough that you can sit here comfortably. They do recline. And then we've got storage for remotes in the center of those, as well as 2 cup holders. And then on either side, we do have one 110-volt outlet, as well as 2 USBs. And then moving forward to the last sleeping area, we've got the 60-inch wide by 80-inch long overhead bunk. Now, on the far side of this overhead bunk, we have another 27-inch TV for the bunk. Back of that, we've got another AV compartment. Now, this AV compartment is going to be wired to the 32-inch TV, or 43-inch TV, I'm sorry. above the door. This is on a nice pivot arm, so we can pull it out, move it around as needed. But if we were going to use a satellite on the roof, this is where we'd put the receiver for this TV. Now, how Renegade does this is very nice. So when you're ready to travel and you need to get down into the cab, just push this up there, and then this entire thing slides away. Ladder can store up here. And then we have full access to drop down into the cab when we're ready to travel. So coming into the cab of this Renegade Valencia, first things first, it is a used coach. It has 10,145.9 miles on it. Over on the left side, we've got our cruise control settings. We have master switch, and then down below, we've got set, coast, resume, accelerate. Power mirror adjustment on both sides. On the dash, we've got oil pressure, water temperature, RPMs, miles per hour, and then our 2 air tank levels. Top right, we've got our diesel fuel level as well as our DEF level. Just to the right of the steering wheel, we've got the touchpad for our Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. Again, that's an Allison 3000 MH. Power windows for the cab. Engine brake on and off. Parking brake set and release. This is the controls for our equalizer automatic leveling. So when we get to our campground, all we have to do, hit auto level, it'll drop all the jacks. When we're ready to leave, hit all retract and pull them all back up. Power locks for the cab, mirror heat to keep your mirrors from fogging up on cold days. And then down below, we've got our standard HVAC controls. In the middle, we've got the Garmin unit. Now this is going to act as our navigation, as well as our camera screen and our radio. What I really like about this is if your passenger needs to, change where you're going or get an address or something, they can literally just pull this off, click on nav, and then go into the search function, pick where they're going, and then put it back on without ever having to, they don't have to sit right here and try and operate that camera or that Garmin system. So I actually really like that. Works very nicely. So I think that's pretty much going to wrap up my video of this 2020 Renegade Valencia 38RW. If you guys have any questions about this unit, please feel free to give me a call at 303-482-6375. Again, I'm Brian Moritz with Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.